You'll have to forgive me for not putting him back in the opening. It's an absolute nightmare to get him out, and I really don't want to bother with that again. Anyway, roll credits. Hello, and welcome back to another MOTU review. Today we're taking a look at He-Man's insectoid friend, Origins Buzz-Off. Alright, and starting off the review, as always, with the articulation. The head is on barbell, so decent amount of range. Can't really look down that far, but can look up pretty decently. The rest of the articulation is the standard universal joints at the shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, boot cut, and at the ankle. As well, his wings do fold up. There's not really much else to say, it's just a standard Origins figure. Now getting into accessories, let's start off by pointing out it does come with a sheet that tells you what parts are removable. It doesn't mention it because they're not swappable, but the wings are also removable. If you turn them sideways, they slide off. And while we have him here, his little hat is removable. And this is a much better head sculpt. I mean, if you know about the story behind the hat, well, there's a reason the regular head sculpt looks better without it, but still, it's nice that it's included, and you can actually put it on backwards if you want. It looks kind of silly, but it is possible. He also includes his Waves mini comic. Now this is the international release, so of course, no speech bubbles, but it does give you a better look at the art. And what beautiful art this is. I am very happy that they include these mini comics because it's great. I do wish the international releases just had the English, but on the other hand, I do like being able to see the full art, so it's a trade-off. And finally, he does come with his standard axe, just in brown. Just like the Classics figure, though unlike, well, not class, well, I suppose, yeah, the Classics figure, but just like the Vintage figure, but unlike the Vintage figure, he can actually hold his axe. The original figure couldn't actually do this, you just kind of had to do that and just hope for the best. So it's nice that they actually included a little molded clip area, and it's really well hidden too. You can't really tell it's there, but he holds onto it nice and tight, and because of the way the claw hands are, can actually angle his arm down and hold it at a slightly more natural angle, which is something that none of the other figures can do, so it makes him a bit unique in that way. So to wrap this review up, Buzz-Off is an excellent figure. There's not really anything massive to say about him, but I do really like him. He's just a really solid standard figure and is unique in that as far as I remember, well, Mantenna, but does he really count as insectoid? Well, depending on what you think of Mantenna, Buzz-Off is potentially the only insectoid figure in MOTU, so if you were interested in picking him up, I have no complaints. Anyway, that's all for this review. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell for future reviews. Go follow me on Twitter for updates, and consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep making reviews just like this one. And as always, until next time, happy building.